I finally finished this sketchbook. This one was a shorter one. It did not take me that long, and honestly, this video is going to be a lot shorter than what my last sketchbook score was. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, I had so much art block this past, like, month. And so I just decided to end this sketchbook because I bought a new sketchbook. And I'm gonna be decorating that soon. I might make a video of that, I might not. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, let's start off. So I started this sketchbook October 6th and ended it yesterday. It's just coming apart, and I don't know why. This is really weak, but anyway. I got this gas mask guy's Pinterest reference. Again, apple. I love apples. I love apples so much. I love drawing them. I also love drawing, like, deer and horses, but, like, I don't think there was any of those in here. Anyway, we have Azrael. Yeah. And then we have Zach, some random bald dude. And that's really it. And then I bought a bunch of, like, these, like, rhinestones and these, like, really shiny stickers. Like, look at that. They, like, color change, which I think is so cool. Anyway, I just colored that red, which it bled through, and I got so mad at that. But anyway, I think this is Emily. It might be. Yeah, that's Emily. I put leaves here, and then there's nothing there, so I'm not gonna go through that, because why would I read the rules? But anyway, nothing on this page either. I drew, like, the scene that he was in when Light wrote down his name thinking that was L. This is Jace. I couldn't remember, but that's Jace. Stinky the Clown. This is, Stinky the Clown is, like, my quote-unquote persona. He's so cool. Yeah, I love him so much. I actually am, like, currently creating a cosplay of him, because I went to a con, and I got to meet Brandon Rogers and Matthew Lillard, and it was, like, a last-minute thing. It was a surprise from my aunt and uncle. And, I was thinking, oh, next year I could be Stinky, because it's, like, my OC, and he's, like, super cool and scary and whatever. He's not scary to me. I don't know. But, yeah, it was super cool. Got Ryuk. Pretty sure this was, like, on a short video. We got these, like, metal stars things again. And then Soichi spread. I think, like, in all of my sketchbooks, I'm gonna do at least one Junji Ito spread, specifically Soichi, because I love Junji. I love Junji Ito so much, guys. I tried to go back to, like, if you saw my old sketchbook, like, the beginning of it, like, my old style, I wanted to try to revisit that, but it didn't really work out. Anyway, Mr. Smiley, he's so cool. I have to draw him everywhere. Look at it. The paper's, like, literally falling apart, coming off. Okay, so I don't remember who that is. That's just a random thing I drew. That, I don't remember who that is. Scribbled out. This is not mine. One of my friends drew Rufus. And they made, I don't know if you can see that, but, like, they made it so, like, his teeth aren't separate. And it's making me mad because Rufus has really prominent separate teeth, and also they gave him eyebrows, which I don't think Rufus has. I don't remember it. I'd have to go look back, though. This is Kid Jazzy, Mr. Smiley, random, flower, cross, and then Jace. after his bomb accident. Yeah. That was originally what I was thinking for Jace after his bomb accident, but then, and like I used a reference from Pinterest on that because I found this like really cool picture, and I was gonna like make it to where like he had like a bunch of like burn scars and stuff, but I never ended up doing that. This is Alien. His name is literally Alien. I'm never gonna draw him again. He's never gonna be drawn again. I hated him. I was on Line of Action and I was doing I was trying to do like figure drawings of animals, and like you can sort of tell what some of them are. Like that's a deer. That's a cat. That's like a jaguar or something. I think that's a horse. That's also a horse. Yeah, I didn't like any of those. These are Butcher Vanity lyrics. It goes onto that page, and then I just had to rip out a page and put it here to finish off the lyrics. Butcher Vanity's so cool. These were notes from my history test. I studied for my history test. Like, I wrote down notes. I wrote down the test questions because the teacher was giving us test questions. And guys, I failed. I got a 40% on it. And I studied. Like, right before the test, too. And then, like, all my knowledge slipped me. That's so annoying. And, like, I think what also messed it up is that we were doing, like, fake trial stuff with a bunch of different, like, historical people, seeing if they were captain of his industry or robber baron, something like that. And like that just kind of threw it off because it had nothing to do with what we were like learning. Like it was in the timeline, yes, but we didn't really talk about them other than in the trial stuff. And we did the trial stuff every day, yes, but it like threw us off because it was like either we did all trial stuff or we did a little bit of trial stuff, and like it was just throwing us off. Those are still notes. Did I draw anything on this? I did. Timey Kibby and Kibby. This is Apollo. I'm probably gonna, I really like how I drew his body, so I'm probably gonna end up like tracing that on like a thinner sheet of paper, coloring it, and then putting it in my next sketchbook. There's Zach again, and these pages have cardboard on it. I really just did not know what to do with this page, honestly. I really did not know what to do with these. My art block was so bad. It's not even funny. Random guy. I don't like how I drew him. He's not good. Wait, flip the page, bro. I was trying to get used to, like, drawing bodies, but it's not really moving, and that's kind of Miku. This face is good. I really like that. I was on Line of Action. I was looking at faces. There's so many blank pages in here. See, this one's good. I like how I did this one. Yeah. I like how I did that one. This is a Jack Skellington pin that I put in here. And then one of my friends drew a little guy that has, like, shoes on him. He's cool. This is Evil Smile Man, is what that same friend called that. So, it's not, who was that? Cadence, that's Cadence, that's not Eric anymore. I was making that originally Eric, but that's not Eric anymore, that's Cadence. Oh, guys, my new schedule. I'm gonna have to blur out part of that. That was my teacher's name. But, I totally didn't cheat on my Spanish test, guys. But anyway, that's not the end. This was the other side to the page. All of these are from my friend Kyle. They drew that. There's a hand that Kyle also drew. He didn't sign it, though, sadly. Kibbies. That's Cadence again. I got mad at one of my friends. And so I drew them as a Twinkie femboy. Yeah. There's that. Oh my gosh. There's that thing. I don't like that though. Nothing. Again, I was trying to go back to my old art style because I like low-key like it, but at the same time I don't. Nothing. Oh, there is something on here. And my friend drew a guitar. That's so cool. I don't know if my friend wants me to show those, but those are their art. And I think that's their boyfriend's OC, but yeah. That was it to this sketchbook. Before I end this, I want to yap about my wood shop class. Because I do not like wood shop. Oh my gosh. We were doing like a keepsake box project. And then before the project itself is even finished, he assigns another one because some people were getting finished, but like nobody was even in the finishing room yet. They all were still like, they like had their projects together, but nobody was even close to being in the finishing room yet because they had to sand stuff and like just, and that class is just so annoying. And I'm so glad that the new semester starts soon and I don't have to take it because I'm taking graphic arts and speech instead. But anyway, yeah, that was this really short, really sucky sketchbook tour. Yeah. I think one of the main reasons why I just didn't want to do this is because I don't like drawing on lined paper. Like, it's okay. I don't particularly like it. But I just didn't feel like going out and buying a sketchbook. And then I went out to the store and I found a really good quality one. Like, the pages are good. The quality's good. Went out. There was only one left, and that's why I bought it. Because I was like, if there was more, I'd come back later and buy it. But there was only one. And all the other ones, like one of them... No, not one of them. There was 2 different sketchbooks there that, like, had warnings on them because they contained lead. No thank you. Like, are we serious? Why would you contain lead? That's not okay. But anyway, that was this sketchbook tour. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, afternoon, night, whatever. Alright. Bye.